Mic
All right,
check.
we're
1, 2,
live.
1, 2.
Let's go.
Holla.
All right, so tonight's episode of Bullshittin with Jesse and the Bunch, doing a little bit of switching up. We're gonna have various guests on and off the show every week. We have no idea what's gonna happen. We're just restructuring a little bit. Mulu got some personal things to handle, but he will be back. So until then, we're just gonna try to keep the party rolling. Wish him all the best. We love you.
We love you, Mulu.
And here we are. We got my boy Sand, Mr. Wexler, JB Clay, Barclay, and Trip Six Flicks. Introduce yourself. I'm gonna.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Trip Six Flicks. Go hit me up on the gram. Hit me up on YouTube. Check out the videos. Make all the music videos, graphic designs. We're gonna get into all that though. So what's up?
Fire.
Good
Shout
stuff.
out to Trip Six Flicks, man. Get at him for the music videos, man. You know what I'm saying? Something slight. For sure.
Music videos, photos, cover art. If you need some flyers, whatever you need, hit me up.
Contact that man. Real entrepreneur right there.
Well, I might as well get started. I got the t-shirts, Trip Six merch. Go get it right now.
Ooh.
Slide into the DMs to get it. We're working on, updating the website.
Ooh.
So stay tuned for that.
What else? Tell him.
But these are going fast. They're going off the shelves. We only got a couple left of the first run. But we're gonna be making all your winter gear, all your Trip Six Flicks gear, all your merch for the winter time. We got the more hats coming in. We got the ski mask. Get your poo shicey mask. We're getting all that in. We're getting the hoodies in. We're getting pants in. So stay tuned.
We got water bottles too, man.
Water
Rose gold
bottles,
water. You
baby.
see
Oh
it.
yeah. Also rose gold water.
Tell them what they do.
Rose gold water trademarked. I already got that going. So what we do is we focus on, our motto is clear don't mean clean. That means your water, just because it's clear, don't mean it's clean. It goes everything from the source to the storage. You got to make sure your water transfers and transforms your body. Alkaline here. We all alkaline. Rose gold water. Go online right now. rosegoldwater.com.
Let's go, man. So Nick, what inspired you to be a videographer?
Really just my love for rap, my love for I always took photos growing up. I remember being a kid and just having those old school cameras where you throw them on the shoulder with the VHS in it. Back in the 90s, I remember having one of those and making videos in my backyard. I wasn't fully in it, because you got those distractions, had to go through school, had to get through all that. I took a couple video classes in school. High school had a couple photo and video classes. College, I didn't really have any photo classes. But after college, Jimbo Two Times, I don't know if you know him, shout out Jimbo Two Times. I started doing his music videos. And what we did was we just started hitting up people in the area to do some music videos. And for the price that they were charging, I figured it would just be a better idea to put some of our money together and just go out and get a camera. And so that's what we did. We just got the camera and I went from there. But I didn't know what would come along with buying the camera. You have to get the lights. You have to get the green screen. If you want the green screen, you got to get everything. There's a lot more that comes with it. Just paying monthly for the subscription. I use Adobe Cloud. That's $50 a month. So
I deal with that with everything that I've decided I wanted to do, either as a hobby or a venture, has been like that. Like building PCs, building gaming PCs. You first think about it and you're like, all right, so I need CPU, I need GPU, I need RAM, I need a motherboard, power supply. And then you get it all and you're like, oh, okay, so now I also need to buy more fucking SATA cables because I didn't think about how many I'd need and how far it would need. Like you start picking fans, and now you need fans, now you need CPU cooler if it's not perfect, whatever. Cars, same shit. The studio,
Same
same
shit.
shit. Buy a couple things and then you're like, oh well, I didn't think about the 20 cables that I need.
I
I didn't think about all the adapters I'm gonna need, the headphones,
should have bought a 50-foot cable or something like that.
everything.
No, I feel you there because I was mining cryptocurrency. Have you heard about mining cryptocurrency?
I mean, I've heard rumors and or myth legends. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
So,
enlighten
As
us,
me and you,
enlighten the
me and you've
fans.
talked about it a couple times. Like I've got friends that do it. You do it. The only reason I never started doing it was just I it it never intrigued me enough to be like, oh, this is such a um profit. There's such a profit margin that you need to go buy these cards at a ridiculous resale price and build this amazing rig. Like, I was just like, no, that just sounds like way too much. Like, if I got to invest the upwards of $4,000 to $5,000 for a subpar rig, nah, that's like a whole business venture setup. You know
yeah,
what
I
I mean?
don't want to get into the numbers exactly, but we made our return on investment in 6 months. And it just all depends when you get started. If you get started right now, it might take a little bit longer, but we luckily had that bull run. But right now we're in a bit of a bear market. I could see, the next 6 to 12 months continue to decline a little bit here. We're entering, a recession, and but that's the best time. So right now is the best time to
Good
buy.
thing too now is graphics cards are all back to retail price, so you can get like the best ones for fairly cheap.
Yeah, and
Build
that's
a couple rigs.
kind of why I think Ethereum decided to make the switch now over to proof of stake. They were dragging it on. They were waiting to the bottom so they can get these, because what they're going to do now is they're probably just going to buy all the cards for a cheap price. I don't want to sell mine right now, but I'm not getting what I was getting when you were able to mine Ethereum. But they switched to Ethereum 2.0 right now. So we stopped mining that. We're getting about a quarter of what we were getting mining Ethereum. So right now, I think that's why they did that though, is because they're gonna right now, like a lot of people, all my friends, other people I got into mining crypto with, they're selling all their rigs, but they're getting half of what they paid in the bull market for them.
Yeah.
So so I think that's why they did that. Buy the rumor, sell the news type of situation.
Yeah.
But no, it's going good. My crypto journey started way back, 2013, and I missed it a couple
Whew.
times. I had a
You
couple.
caught it when it was good then.
Well, what happened was I had a couple of the Bitcoin on a laptop, but I no longer have access to that laptop, so
Damn.
I lost about 5 Bitcoin.
Oh yeah.
Um, but I'm not missing. I already there was the bull market back then, the bull market 2017. We just had another bull market, so I don't want to miss the next bull market. It's just like the stock market when it first started. That's basically what we're in. There's only a fraction of the global economy in the crypto market right now. 1.7 trillion was the what the market was a couple months ago, and that's how much the U.S. printed in dollars alone last year,
Oh yeah.
and that's the whole global market. So it has room to grow. It's the next bull market. You're going to see insane gains. So get in now. I'm just giving everyone a fair warning.
I'm a gold bug.
XRP, XLM, get your crypto now.
Phew.
Not financial advice.
I'm a gold guy.
What kind of PC I need for that, Jess?
Yeah.
Crypto.
No, gold and
Keep
precious
dreaming.
metals, silver. I think they're suppressing the price of gold right now.
Oh
So
yeah.
I have a little bit of gold, a little bit of silver.
All that paper. All
You
that
always
paper out
want to
there.
diversify your assets.
Attaboy.
Not all your eggs in one basket.
Attaboy.
I felt that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I could talk crypto. That's what we're kind of. That's kind of where my journey is right now. Cryptocurrency, music videos, and I'm getting into graphic design and social media marketing, stuff like that. I have a nonprofit for veterans. I also have Rose Gold Water, which is a fashion brand, and like I said, we're partnering with the Moses West Foundation. Do you know who Moses West is?
You were telling me about it the
Yeah,
other
so
night.
Moses West, he makes these machines, and what they do is they actually pull water right out of the air. So if you ever had your water bottle sitting out overnight, and you notice how like there was like condensation around the outside, that's basically what he's doing. But he's making it in a machine where he can pull in more air, and if you hook it up to solar panels, it's 100% free, renewable energy, renewable water, straight from the air. And
Wow.
so what we're doing is we're donating every time we sell one of these. We got a bunch of products on rosegoldwater.com. Go check out all our products. And every time we sell something, we're going to make a donation. And the goal is to get one of these machines for like Uniontown, at least one in every county, and then eventually one in every city, every town. So that's what our long-term goal is with that water, because we just want everybody to have clean drinking water. Everyone has drinking water, but even people that have running water don't have clean drinking water.
That's right.
So we sell filters as well on there.
Dude, all
Water, you
right.
can
So
filter
remember,
water.
we went to Pittsburgh. All right, not whenever you guys ended up going, but the first time I went, we go into this restaurant. They had this like fancy setup where it was like just a pitcher of water and 2 cups. Dude, I drank some water down there.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Dude, I was so fucking sick
I
that
definitely
night.
remember that.
So fucked up, throwing up. I mean, it was terrible.
Yeah,
And I was like, I'm never drinking fucking Pittsburgh city water again, because that's exactly what it was. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
fucking city water they threw in that pitcher.
Right out of the tap.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, when it's sitting in those pipes, you just got to think it's sitting
Fact.
in that metal.
It's just chilling.
Yep.
Dude, that all
Yeah.
calcifies. It's all calcium
Yeah.
buildup.
Oh
and
yeah.
And look, when your water's sitting in these plastic bottles you're buying at Walmart and stuff, how long do you think it's sitting in this plastic for? Sometimes those bottles don't hit the shelf for months.
And that
years.
plastic seeps into that water.
Exactly. So that's why we're selling the water bottles here, stainless steel. So it's not really going to seep into the water. And we got those water bottles, and we got filters online, so you can throw your filter on your tap and put it in this water, because
Keep it cold, keep it hot.
That's hard.
Exactly. And every point from source to storage. So from where you're getting your water to where you're storing your water matters.
Right.
That's
Right.
hard.
Right.
I
Hey.
fuck with the whole metaphor on it, everything. That's hard.
yeah, it definitely sounds like you're
Water's one of the
you're a lot
most
like I am.
important.
Marketing's
You're just worried about the
genius.
community.
Water's important, man.
think
People don't put too much, and then you got knuckleheads out there. The
The hell
people
you
that own,
laughing at, Sid?
like the people that own Nestle. You know what I mean? That are saying that like water isn't a human right. Like fuck you, dude. What do you mean?
I
You
You
know
know
what
what I mean? Like,
Water,
Yeah.
You
water
talking about
is not a
collecting
human
rainwater?
right.
the guy from
I
Nestle,
collect
he said
rainwater.
that,
Yo,
that,
he's out of
that,
control.
that water
But-
isn't a basic human right.
You
and
really
that
collect
it should be
rainwater?
able to
I
be
collect
sold.
rainwater
And
for my
yeah,
garden.
That's hard.
Yeah, I was gonna say
But-
you better be careful how you
It
word
would, yeah.
that.
The best water is Florida water.
Allegedly.
The worst water, slippery rock water.
Ooh.
Everybody
Right.
knows that if they want a slippery rock.
No.
So yeah, that's it for Rose Gold Water. We just started this year. Just go ahead and follow us on all the socials. Follow Trip Six Flicks. Music videos.
Yeah, plug it up.
Yep.
Definitely fuck with Trip Six Flicks on the vids, man.
Yeah, right now we're just coming up, so catch us, while the prices are low, because, once we come up, prices go up. Price ain't the same every day.
Mhm.
Yeah. See, even Sid, even my wife's laughing at how sick I was.
Tell
that
'em.
night,
Gotta
man.
love
Tell 'em, bro, it's a
inflation.
bull
Just
market.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotta love inflation. They're printing that money, boy.
Yeah,
A dollar.
Yeah.
$1.
Yeah, that's what I tell people. If you're putting $100 in savings, with inflation, you're not gonna have $100 if you're
Mm,
getting paid only 1 or 2% back.
yeah.
Some savings accounts don't even pay that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're losing money by storing it in savings.
I'm a commodity guy, man.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
like
yeah,
I like
commodities.
oil. I like oil stocks.
Coffee.
I like gold and silver stocks.
Coffee,
I like
too.
all of that. Yeah, all that. All that. I want real.
You
I
say
don't want to
coffee?
own nothing on
Coffee's a
paper.
commodity, a very
Yeah. You don't want to
Oh,
own anything on paper. You want to
No.
own real things.
Yeah, but in my head, I
especially
was
now.
thinking that like you're saying to just go stockpile coffee. Buy
No,
coffee.
listen.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
you
be
know.
worth money.
But- Potentially,
would be
yeah.
worth more?
There's no
What would
coffee
be
in the
worth
world,
more?
bro.
What would be
Got
worth more?
bro got 20
Coffee?
cans of
What-
coffee in the
What would be
basement.
worth more, coffee or that
or
fucking
a
paper?
piece of paper? I would say the coffee.
I
would
would
be
say
worth
the
way
coffee.
more.
Yep.
Because coffee is also like a natural, it just cleans your system.
I
out.
mean,
It's
I
just
guess it all
coffee,
depends on how much paper is left.
The
Because
only-
if
the
there
only
ain't much
thing you're
paper
doing with
left,
that-
I'm gonna need something to roll this weed.
When the
so-
dollar
Give
crashes,
me that fucking
Dang.
Benji, bro. Give
When
me
the
the
dollar
Benji. Fuck
crashes,
that
that's
coffee.
fine.
So
And
The
if
only
it gets
thing you're
bad
doing
enough,
with
I
that.
need that Benji, and I'm rolling the coffee in the bitch. We
Yeah.
going to the county. Fuck
fact,
it.
man. Yeah. I mean,
No, we are live. Bunch
you
of
could,
bull.
you could
Go-
definitely boom some
everybody
coffee in the
right
county.
now- everybody right now, go share this out. Go like, comment, subscribe. Let's get this out there, because we are spreading the knowledge. We are making Fayette County great again.
Okay, that's baby Trump right there. I like it. I like it. I do. That's fire, bro.
No, for real though. I just I was out, living in Myrtle Beach. I don't. Some of you people know that I was living out Myrtle Beach, and I moved back because I do see like what I saw out there is different from what I see up here. I definitely need. Think this area definitely needs as much help as it can.
Yeah,
Fayette
man.
County is just one of the poorest counties in Pennsylvania.
Yes, sir.
So I'm just trying to bring as much money back here as I can.
What was it like down there? Hospitality galore, right?
Oh yeah, and it's just like a lot more money, and you could just see they keep the money there, bring the money there. So I'm trying to think of ways to bring the money here. But I want to bring Hollywood, to this area.
Yeah, boy.
Actually, I did find
But
it.
I have big plans. Just it ain't just Trip Six Flicks. It ain't just Rose Gold Water. There's other ideas I got going. We're trying to definitely integrate with NFTs. That's a big thing, and I think NFTs.
Be careful with that though. Have you seen how bad a lot of shit is tanking right now?
Yeah,
Oh,
I can
yeah.
only speak for what I'm doing. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to use these NFTs to help artists because if you make an album or a song and you make an NFT of that, you can get 100% royalties. You can set it there if you want 100% of your royalties. You get 20%, 50%. You have complete control. So this is the first time artist is going to have complete control over um, their song, their album, their cover art, their photos, their music videos, and it's similar to like I would say like an OnlyFans kind of because that's kind of what started this and started getting people thinking down the because artists would go on there and make money for exclusive content. So now if you own, let's just say there's a bunch of bull NFT, everybody that owns one of these bunch of bull NFTs, let's say there's 100 of them. Now everybody has holding those NFTs can get a discount in the store or a discount off studio time or exclusive access to a watch party here. So
that's
that's
hard.
where so that's where it's really going to open up the doors. And this technology is just it's like just getting ready and it's perfect. Bunch of bull because we're waiting for that bull market and it's just going to take off.
Somebody get
All
this
right,
man a
so yeah,
contract.
so make me an
Actually,
NFT.
Yeah.
all I need is water.
Mm-mm. We got a rose gold.
For
Yes,
sure.
sir.
Rose gold water, True Six Flicks.
That's hard though, bro. I like how you got the whole marketing thing down. That's dope as
Oh, I
fuck.
got the whole marketing thing down and I'm still taking classes. You can get free classes right now online. Google's offering free classes. You can get free classes on MIT online. You can take courses. You don't have to stop your education. And every day I'm just trying to learn, one new thing a day, try to learn and try to grow on my business. So
You can
it's
watch
really,
college courses on YouTube, man.
yeah,
I do it all
exactly.
the
YouTube
time.
too. Yeah, but
Yeah, love it.
these ones I'm taking. I just did a 7-day free trial, and I already did knocked out a bunch of courses, bunch of certificates. Now some of those you can use for college credits.
Now
They
that's
actually
what I'm
That's
run
talking
college
hard.
about right
credits.
Like
there. Yeah.
official shit.
Yeah, like
That's
official
hard.
shit.
I want to get
Um,
some info off you in a minute.
but college is a scam. We could talk about
Oh
that all
yeah,
day
we
too.
we don't. Yeah, that's a whole different. We could be here for hours on that one.
All right, so we got any comments, any questions?
Man, how y'all feeling
Not
about
yet,
my boy
really.
Trip and his motherfucking marketing schemes? How y'all feeling about his vids, man? If you ain't seen one, make sure you tap in. Trip Six Flicks.
I think me and you could have our own podcast. Me and Jesse's been talking about something, and what we're talking about kind of would be exactly in
Well,
the
I
vein
wanted to
of what I would be in.
ask you roughly how far away do you live from the studio?
I mean, it's just a little hop, skip, and a jump away.
All right.
I like a hot scoop.
He lives further than I do.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk more
Yeah,
about it
no, I mean,
after.
I'm always down this area. I'm always down Uniontown, Collinsville.
Yeah,
I'm
I
always
was
down here.
interested in
Yeah.
trying to offer you like a little bit of a office area spot in here if you ever wanted to do like some out of home shit and just come here and edit shit or whatever. You know what I mean? I know sometimes people get tired of just doing shit out of their spot.
No, yeah, for sure. No, definitely, I appreciate that
Bunch of
because
bull.
Bunch of Bull is going up, Trip Six Flicks is going up,
Let's go.
the Sandman is going
Yeah,
up,
Let's go.
K1 Jake is going
Let's
up.
go.
We are going to the top, and whoever
Let's
wants to
go.
jump on the train, it's about to be full because we are about to be
Let's
at full
go.
speed.
Better hurry up.
Yeah, I want to
Once
get
they,
this place a one-stop shop. I want to be able to give not just the artists but like the community an ability to get anything that they need that would be possible out of this like for lack of a better term, genre of business.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
And I like how you're taking a couple different markets and putting it together. You have
This
the
could be
fashion, you have
anything.
the
You know what I mean?
podcast, the YouTube, the music videos, the music, and that's how you really do it because you got to integrate these markets to bring in more.
Yeah, I've
more
never
clientele.
been worried about the money aspect of it, and that's when like I notice people will like they'll have one thing in mind and they'll do it until it fails, and then they'll be like, all right, well now I want to do this.
Yeah,
And it's just like a continuous cycle. So I'm like, if I don't worry about the money, and I'm just like, I hope at some point I get to a point where, hey, this place pays for itself,
Yep.
and I ain't got to worry about a damn thing. Everyone prays for that because it's comfortability. It's not about
Right.
making money. It's just the comfortability of it.
Well, that's why I think that NFT can really work for someone that has a brick and mortar place like this, somewhere where you can use that NFT. Where
It's almost like a
if-
punch card.
Yep, if they don't have it, they can't get in the door. They can't get the
Yeah.
studio session. And that should open up the door because it's more limited. So what do we know about supply and demand? The more limited, the more people are gonna want that.
Yeah, like I'm really worried about helping build the community
Yep.
around here. Like I sponsor or do my best to donate to every fund that comes my way. We're gonna be everyone in the area. If you guys are doing the trick or treat on the trail thing, where they do it on that little trail down by South Mount Vernon Avenue and all that. I'm not sure what parts they do, but we'll be there. A bunch of people will be handing out candy. I sponsor soccer teams, like just all kinds of
That's
random.
right.
The book bag drive we did earlier this year with Phil. Shout out Phil. I'm more worried about seeing this place become what it was whenever I was around growing up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There is nothing like we have one arcade in town, and I'm not saying that it's a bad arcade because it's I took Paisley there. It was cool. I just don't like that nowadays arcades are more like claw machines and ticket grabbers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They take your money, they give you some tickets.
Them quarter pushers.
Yeah,
and
next thing you know, you paid $100 for a stuffed animal
A
that costs
bear.
$20 at Walmart. You know what I mean? Where's the arcade machines? Where's the fucking Tekkens? Where's the Street
Yeah.
Fighter? We don't have that no more.
Yeah.
We don't have bowling areas really too much anymore. I mean, we got Manor Lanes, but even then is mostly like tournaments
It's
and stuff.
dying, man.
We don't have any roller rinks. If you want to go roller skating, you got to go to Swaney's and you have to book it for a party. You can't just go to skate anymore.
Yeah.
So what do kids got to do? Nothing. So like we're gonna start doing a little bit of a card shop out of here. People can bring their kids, play cards. We'll have some tables set up, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Magic, whatever they want to play. I'm not gonna be carrying too much stuff. I'll carry like maybe a little Yu-Gi-Oh, definitely Pokemon, MetaZoo. Trying to encourage people to get into MetaZoo, start playing MetaZoo, get it more into the area because I think it's really awesome.
Yeah, it looks just like Pokemon for sure.
Yeah, like just any way that I can think of that's going to bring the community together more. And along the way, hopefully this place does take off.
Yeah.
To the stars, motherfuckers.
No, definitely. And do you remember how packed the Uniontown Mall used to get?
Oh,
That's what I
God,
mean,
bro.
dude. Weekends.
Fridays?
On the
Yeah.
Friday,
weekends,
Saturday
it was
night.
Smack.
unreal.
Oh, God.
The movie
Man.
theater. And you used to
Yeah.
have like events in there. And
We
it
would
used to
drive
be-
Yeah, it
around
was
there
crazy.
for
Yeah,
no
it was-
reason.
Yeah,
at
we would just
all,
drive
you
around the
know.
mall.
Yep.
We used
Hang
to walk
out, you
to
know
the
what I mean?
mall, Bob.
Dude,
Nobody even
yeah.
hangs out there anymore.
I'd walk from Woodview to Lenox, from Lenox to the mall,
Yeah.
back to Lenox.
Too, from Lennox to the mall.
Yeah.
That's all right.
There ain't nothing in the mall anymore, bro.
No,
You got
man.
what? The Halloween and
Yeah.
that's about you don't have anything.
Now they're trying to bring it back. I noticed, the last couple of years they've been having events trying to bring it back, and I think it can, especially with
Yeah, they've been doing wrestling in there and stuff. I think
Yeah,
that's I
right.
think that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of places in there are trying to charge way too much for leasing to get a spot, so no one can afford it.
Yeah.
You got Amazon and all this shit.
They're pushing,
fucking,
and they're
they're
pushing it
crushing
like
all
that,
this
but they're pushing it like that because they're trying so hard to get everybody out of there, or at least till they end their leases and shit. because they want to turn it into something
Oh,
else.
yeah, a
God knows
casino.
what.
Yeah,
I heard
I
a
was gonna say I've
casino.
heard a casino
yeah.
for years.
Me too, forever,
Yeah,
bro.
casino.
So who knows? Who
Yeah,
knows?
casinos are getting more popular with more and more states.
Joe Hardy will
getting-
get his hands on it,
having,
I'm sure.
gambling legal.
Or well, not him because ain't he dead, but his people will.
Yeah, I like playing blackjack. I'm a Texas Hold'em guy too. I play every day. Texas Hold'em.
Hold'em
I'm
fun,
decent.
yeah.
I'm
We ought to
decent.
have
I play
Hold'em.
every day.
I'm
We ought to have
decent.
games of Hold'em here and shit like that.
Oh
you know
yeah,
what
I got a really nice poker table around here somewhere.
mean? Have like a poker night up in
It's
there.
either around here or it's at my house. It's somewhere, but I have a really nice fold-out poker table and everything.
Slide down
yeah.
a bunch of boys poker night.
Poker night.
No, I think that could be really good too.
That could be a
It'd
crazy
be
market.
fun.
Yeah,
I'd be
definitely.
down. I still like what the Madden tournament and all that.
Honestly, it's
Yeah.
got to be like blackjack or something, or maybe
Blackjack's
spades.
good too,
I want
but-
the NBA Jam.
But if you want a
tournament,
lot
dog.
of people playing, I'm thinking poker's a good for you. Could have like
Yeah.
12 people on that.
Oh,
table.
bet.
You don't
yeah,
think
word.
spades is a better market scheme?
Spades good. Yeah,
Mm.
spades,
Spades?
Is good.
If you're in jail,
Tonk.
We
yeah,
talking
say
about
Tonkin
Tonk.
spades.
we talking
yeah, we're
about
playing in jail.
Uniontown.
Yeah, let's go to jail and play fucking Tonkin spades.
Yeah, Sid said that the table should be here
In
somewhere.
chess, in
I
chess.
mean, let's be honest. How do y'all feel? Whoever's watching, how do y'all feel? Spades? Y'all
Yeah,
fucking with
Yeah,
spades?
if you didn't share this yet, go share this right now.
Yeah, come
Yeah,
on.
tell your friends
Little love.
to come in.
Tell your friends to tell
And
their
let us
friends to
know.
tell their friends' friends.
Let us know what your favorite card game
Yo,
is.
because actually, if we can get 100 viewers in here, I'm gonna give out every shirt on this table.
Yo, get 100
Oh,
viewers in
bet.
here,
Get
man.
100
Papa need a
viewers
new
in here.
fit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give all these shirts out. You're gonna get shirts. We got rose gold water
I
bottles.
want the
We
fucking
got-
bottle. I want
and
the
this
bottle.
is another product right here. So this is rose
the
gold
bottle.
water. What I did is I took an already successful product that's rose water, and I added the gold to it because gold is a natural metal that we
Dude.
should have a little bit of gold in our body.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a little bit of gold in here. Your skin is your number one organ in your body. So what you put on your skin, it's your biggest layer between the air and your body. So all the chemicals you be putting on your body, put some rose gold water, some natural smelling, and guess what? Girls love
Rose
roses.
gold
So what do
water.
they love? They must love the smell of roses.
Choo,
Word.
now you're getting crazy, yo. I'm telling you, that's really wild
You're
right
starting
there.
to pick up on my
That one's
marketing.
wow. That one's crazy.
My
Yeah.
man,
Valentine's Day ain't that
We got
far. Rose
spades.
gold
We
water.
got spades lovers in
Hey,
the chat,
gold
bro.
flake in
We're-
there, bro.
we're
You
holding a
see the
spades
gold
tourney.
flake.
We're
I
gonna have
tried-
to hold a spades tourney.
I tried to tell him, man. Shout
Try
out to
tell
my
him.
peoples, man.
I got a-
Shout
I
out
got a
Kelly
gold
Stark.
back.
Spades,
Utah
spades,
gold back
spades.
upstairs. The gold
Spades. Shout out
bill.
Brian Cooper. Spades.
I put it up there in the cabinet. It's pretty tight.
No.
Spades team tournaments.
No, we could talk about gold
Shit.
too. Gold is definitely something you want to have. You
Oh,
you
yeah.
should always own a little bit of gold because not only is it worth something, it's actually a good conductor. It's a good
You need a nice
know,
kilo chain.
silver.
You need
One
gold and
kilo
silver,
chain.
bro.
Silver, I think, is one of the
Fucking
best
Jesse.
conductors. So I prefer silver, and it's a
Silver
little
for
bit
sure.
cheaper right now. I think you get an ounce of silver for $25.
You know what I think's
Oh
crazy?
yeah.
Ooh,
Well, I
you
think
plugged
it's
in like
$20.
that?
I think it's $20 right now.
20,
It's
so-
Ounce of
insane.
I think it's going to go up more than
because I was buying it at
gold.
25.
It's
so-
insane that
I wanna
silver
get
is
that and
rarer.
switch it.
Silver is more rare of a metal, but costs less than
Well,
gold.
I think another thing is
Well, a
they're
lot of it's
starting to
been
fill
thrown
out-
away.
Yeah, they're starting to find out how rare the silver actually is, and every phone you have, every device you have has
Got
silver
it in it. Everything.
Yeah.
All of it. Every piece of electronics in this building.
Yeah,
Got it. Yeah.
has silver.
Why do you
in it.
think I
Welcome to
invest?
class.
Solar
Every
panels?
Why do you
Solar
think
panels?
I invest in it?
Solar panels.
We're
silver.
gonna need it. There's gonna be a
Guess
big
what?
time-
All these EV cars they're about to make hundreds of thousands of
Whenever-
millions of EV cars.
Do you
all
know how many
silver in it.
paper ounces of silver there are
Yeah.
out there compared to one real physical? If everybody right now would take if they would all take delivery right now, they would have to go into the physical market, dude. They would drive that price up to such ridiculous amounts of
Do
money.
you see all these?
And it's
EV
going to
cars?
happen.
Every car company is just going to have electric vehicles. They
Oh,
already came
yeah.
out and said they're not making gas vehicles.
Lithium,
Every
they're
electric
gonna be needing all of that.
Lithium's going to go up. Silver's going to go up. Gold's going to go up. All these, everything that goes into making these
I
electric
think
cars.
I found my co-host.
There's
Jesse.
a couple. Yeah, there's a couple other things. A couple other more like metals. You just have to research all the metals, but any precious metal is good.
Oh yeah.
Even aluminum and copper. Everyone's throwing
Oh,
out
yeah.
these pennies. I think a penny's gonna be worth more than
Oh,
a
yeah.
penny one day.
a pre 83 penny. The
Well,
ones
yeah,
after
ones that
that is
actually
the
have,
bullshit
yeah,
clad,
the ones that
but
actually have
pre
the
83
copper in
penny.
them, and the ones that actually have the nickel, copper are all gonna go up.
Oh yeah.
Because you understand they're going to make all these electric vehicles. They're going to need to use all that. It's more limited than what we think it is.
Don't put a 1964 quarter or older in a pop machine, kids. You'll
Yeah.
regret it.
Oh, start saving your quarters.
1964 or older.
Well,
That's the
everything
important part.
is going cashless. You see that Seven Springs just went cashless. Heinz Field's cashless.
What's that
PNC
tell you,
Park's
man?
cashless.
They're going to
Every toll
inflate.
road in Pennsylvania is cashless.
They're
Every
going to
toll road's
inflate, bro. They
cashless.
want to
They
inflate,
already
That
have
inflate,
shit's
the-
inflate.
annoying.
They already have the speed cameras, and you know how they get those through safety, be setting up in the construction that never ends zones.
Oh yeah.
So now they're gonna go through safety to take some more rights away. They're gonna have cameras on every corner. You're gonna get a
My
ticket
man.
anytime you do something wrong.
Yes, sir.
They
I've
already have
seen
it set
signs
up.
where they said that the road is being enforced by aircraft.
Yeah, and
How
I mean,
the
those,
fuck?
Now those I was actually just looking at those too. I
That's
think
real
that's
life. Is that real
but
life?
I think they do like yeah, the aircraft's like a small aircraft, and they don't pick it. They don't do it all
Woo!
the time. I think it's just certain hours of the day they'll
But
do it.
word, come on. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck what hour of the day is. You know what I mean?
No,
Damn.
but
Imagine you're like on the highway heading home from vacation, and
Just
all of a
doing
sudden you
nothing and
just
a
hear a
fucking
fucking
drone lands.
chopper.
Yeah, just
It's
fuck.
No, did you see that?
I was
meme?
only doing 5
Pull
over.
over.
Did you
Yeah,
see that?
strike type.
Did you see that meme that's going around about that?
No.
I think that's
That's
yeah,
exactly what he's
that's
talking about.
exactly what he's talking about. You know,
Yeah,
viral.
that's
yeah.
what I seen the meme. I went,
Yeah.
there's no way this is fucking real life.
But that's crazy because I think everybody thinks that when they're going through. They're like, what kind of aircraft is this? Is this a
Like what?
plane?
Yeah, is it a drone or is it a
drone,
fucking fighter
helicopter?
jet? Like what? You know what I mean? I'm doing 5 over, buddy.
Yeah.
They're sending in the fucking Air Force.
Doing 5 over,
Yeah, and
buddy.
they're sending in the Air Force. You know what I mean? Yeah, like what the
shit.
fuck, bro? They're about to bomb you from the air. You know what I mean? They're about to carpet bomb you for doing fucking. 10
Imagine
over.
they drop a road
Yeah, that's
road
what I mean.
spike.
That's what I mean.
Straight
You know, like,
run.
that,
I had
yeah, you're next thing you know, yeah, you're trying to outrun these fuckers. The next thing you know, yeah, there's a landing strip just falling from the sky, right in front of you.
When I was in the military, I was stationed out of Virginia, and I went down Florida one day on vacation, leaving base. And what happened was, I actually wasn't supposed to be in Florida. Like Georgia was like where I was supposed to be, and but I went all the way down to Florida, and I ended up getting a speed ticket in Georgia.
Oh my
and,
god!
But then I came back and I had a car problem, and my car broke down, and then I got a rental car and got another ticket going to back.
Damn.
That was one of the worst trips I ever had. I got
That's
2
a-
speeding tickets.
Because you
in
got to
my-
drive back down
No,
there to
yeah,
plead.
I had to
States.
drive all the
You
way
got to drive
down.
there to
Yep.
plead. Oh no!
While I
That's
had to
ass.
work though in the military, and they don't let you, leave when you do. So I had to have my brother
Oh,
go down and get it.
no.
So yeah,
That's
so
wow.
it was wild.
Man, that's just getting fucked all the way
Yeah.
around, bro.
But that just reminded me, with the speeding. Yeah, but I don't really speed too much.
I don't either nowadays.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
because they're out there. They got the cameras now. They got every construction zone.
Oh,
If you can
man.
go online, they'll even
Bro,
tell
I
you.
was going
Yeah.
85,
They're
90,
watching,
and a
dog.
70 from here all the way to New York and back. It was wonderful.
I don't care if I know where I'm going. I'll use the map on Google just because it'll fucking tell me if there's a speed trap coming up.
Yeah.
The way I
And
look
that's a
at it is,
fact.
you can drive fast
I don't give a fuck where
if
I'm
you're
going.
keeping up. Like if you're driving faster than the traffic you're with, then it's excessive. But if the guy in front of you is going 5 or 10 over because the guy in front of him is going 5 or 10 over,
You're following
I'm
following
going
the flow
5
of
or 10
traffic.
over.
Yeah.
Traffic,
Yeah.
Don't pull me over,
Here-
dickhead. Like
yeah.
everybody else is doing
exactly. So
Hear
that's
me-
like,
hear me out real quick. I think it's a little bit out there, this idea, but I can see with the crypto and the blockchain going this way. Like, who makes these speed limits? You know what I'm saying? Like, who determines these speed limits? That's like an idea I had one day. And so what I was thinking is we can have a system where you vote like what areas you think maybe the speed limit should be 5 miles higher,
Quicker,
5 miles lower. But I feel like this is going to include everybody in the community, everybody in the actual area where it's affecting, and you can actually make your vote by the area you live with.
I
the
was
crypto
told that
technology.
55 was like the going speed limit because of 1, gas mileage, and 2, safety speed. So they like kind of combined them
yeah,
2 factors
all the
and it
safety
came
tests
Yeah.
that they did.
to 55 with the gas mileage and all that added together, and that's basically the fact. Well, until they started doing 70. I don't know where the fuck
Yeah,
that
but I'm
came
saying,
from.
yeah, there's
That's
so-
usually interstates though.
well,
Yeah.
well, the reason I bring this up is in Myrtle Beach, for example, it's like 55 everywhere in there. I got a couple speeding tickets down there because it's 55 on these main roads. I feel like they should be 70.
70.
Yep. And then you have areas where they're 70. I feel like maybe it should be 55. It
Right.
can go both ways, but this just gives the people, able to, at least in their communities, vote for it. Maybe not on the state highways or something like that,
Right.
but at least in the communities, vote on the speed limit.
I've been on some where they're, you know what I mean, the speed limit's like 50, bro, and you're on it and you're like, holy fuck, like you should only be doing 30 on this.
Yeah.
Because it's like a windy, like, and 50 is a weird, anyway. It's
Yeah.
usually 45, 35, 55,
It's
70.
usually like 45.
Yeah.
I'm
But I've
sure-
seen a couple of them that are
Commonly.
50, and the ones that are 50 are always the weird fucking, you're like, they should either be faster or they should be a lot
Yeah.
slower, I feel like, all the time.
Yeah, but we can go back to that. We can go talk about the construction that has never ended.
Oh,
since I've been born.
come on. They don't do nothing but fuck the road up, bro. They fuck the road up, make it worse,
Yeah.
dog. I'm paying
When
you to
leave
fuck
it
my
like
road
that.
up.
when 43 was still in construction, West Virginia had finished their side, and it took literally, I think it was 7 to 12 years for Pennsylvania to finish their side of 43.
Well, my theory is
Well, they ain't got PennDOT.
no,
PennDOT is Pennsylvania, whatever.
yeah, and I think
Yeah.
Pennsylvania Department,
But that's
like-
what I mean. West Virginia, they had finished their shit, and from the date that West Virginia finished their half of 43, it took 7 to 12 years for PennDOT to finish their half of it.
PennDOT gets paid by the hour. West Virginia boys get paid by the job. That was the fucking difference.
no, I think you're on. No, you are onto something.
I mean,
there,
that's
with hourly
literally-
and commission.
Period. You know what I mean? I,
That's-
I tell
yeah,
people all the
Kinda
time.
obvious.
Yeah.
When people want more government things to go down, I tell them all the time, like, bro, the thing that I hate the worst to doing is going to the DMV and updating my license because you got to go through fucking hell. They just finally made it to where you can use a card at this motherfucker. It's like, bro, welcome to 2020. All right, you know what I mean? The reason why they do that, and at the DMV, all the good parking is reserved for the people that work there. It's not like that anywhere else in the world, and that's because they have no competition. You can't go anywhere else to get your license done. You have to
Oh,
go to
that
these
one's
fucking people. So that they make it
Mine's
convenient for
blue
them.
too. I thought
You know what I mean? If that was
I
done
thought
in the
you
free
kept it out of
in
the
the free
bag.
market,
Catch
that,
it,
it wouldn't happen
Bray.
like that. And that's why I hate
Never.
when government's in charge of anything. They don't do anything but fuck it up. They can't even deliver the mail and make a profit. And they wanna fucking put these dickheads in charge of more things. I want to get rid of them. I would have bought if I was the president of the United States, bro. I could probably get rid of half the
Hey.
government in the first year.
Barclay for president. You heard it
Definitely.
here
Right
first.
now, I'm old enough
2024,
right fucking now.
2024.
Clay 2024.
If,
You
if,
heard
if I had the right backer, it would hurt for a minute because there's some things we're gonna have to do to
I
get
can
on
be your
track.
campaign manager.
I was about to say,
You
are we
know what I
starting
mean?
a campaign
I'll be
or
your
what?
campaign manager.
I'm about what we've been doing has been kicking the can down the road, hoping for the best.
don't you
we
have
met
to
that
become
can.
like a
All right,
Yeah,
we
everyone,
you
ran
have
into
to-
that can.
everyone
We're
comment,
out of can.
comment right now if you would vote for Barclay 2024.
You got to.
So comment. We have two options. Comment one for Barclay, two for Kanye.
It'll hurt.
3 for
Yeah.
Sandy Wexler.
It'll hurt for a
Don't
minute,
forget about
but
Sandy.
long term it'll be good. Right now we're doing short term happiness for long term pain, and we got to fucking change that around. We need short term pain for long term gain, and that's But the problem that's not politically expedient, so it's not going to happen. Nobody's going to vote for that, and that's the fucking problem.
I just think there needs to be like I think our founding fathers, when they did, were like writing the Constitution,
We
didn't
were a
think
republic,
well, they
and we
didn't think it was just gonna
deteriorated
be,
democracy. Yeah.
and they didn't just think it was just going to be two parties. That's really what it is. There's the
Yeah.
independent party, but it's not really much of a party. They thought it was going to be 15 parties, 16, 20, 30 different parties.
I want to be a
all up
republic
there.
again, man.
That's how it would really work.
I want to be a republic again. We went to democracy, and that's that. Right after that comes like dictatorship and shit
Well,
like
in
that.
the House, just imagine
don't
though,
understand
just
the
imagine
difference.
30 different seats with 30 different people, groups of people being represented. Right now, the two-party system isn't representing what we are as a, as
exactly.
America.
They're not representing
whole.
anybody.
No,
You
they're
know what I mean?
representing. They do represent who they represent, basically the poor and the rich.
Their interests.
But yeah,
you know.
their interest. It just that's what it comes down to. But if you had 30 different parties, let's say there was a football, party with all football players in it. Let's say there was a rapper party with all artists and rappers. That's how it would really get all the right legislation pushed, and that's what they really thought of when they were designing the Constitution.
Yeah, they were worried about hip hop.
Yeah.
No, it's not
Hey,
necessarily.
yeah.
Our founding fathers was like, make sure them fat beats keep flowing.
But that's what it was. So there was really only two parties, a couple major issues back
Well, they
then.
also made it to where
On
you
George
had.
and them.
They also made it to where you had to have some
On
skin
that
in
cherry
the game.
tree.
Yeah, facts.
In order, I think you should have some skin in the game in order to vote. Like, they made it to where women and all that couldn't vote. I don't agree with that, but I do believe that
Wait,
you
you
should
don't
have
agree?
to.
Wait,
own-
hold on.
Ableist.
Let's
Whoa.
let's
I
get some
do.
clarification.
No,
Whoa.
listen. I do.
George
Everybody, shut the
Washington.
fuck up.
George
Listen,
Washington's wooden
I
teeth were
do-
the original grills.
I do
Whoa.
believe that you should be a certain age and you should own property in order to vote. And this is coming from a guy that don't own property. So
Yeah.
I think you should have to have some type of skin in the game in order to vote. They want to give it to these 18-year-old kids that's never lived a fucking real day of anything
Oh,
in their
dude,
life.
they
Well, what
seen
They
about-
shouldn't be able to
Favoritism,
vote on
literally.
anything.
Well, what about
They seen a Trump
intellectual
train
I don't
hat.
want you to vote for nothing.
What about intellectual
They seen a
property?
Trump train hat and instantly was like Donald Trump.
What about intellectual property?
I-
What if you don't?
If
own
you have
physical
skin in the
property?
game,
So any type of property. 'Cause
Any
Bitcoin-
type of
Bitcoin is a
property to where-
property.
or we should make it. Well, either way, we should
Pull
make
his
it to
I
where
car,
I
Jess.
think we're talking more like I wouldn't even consider like vehicles like
asset wise.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
it would
You,
have
to
you
be
should
a
have to
certain-
have.
You gotta
a
either
certain amount
be-
of
a certain
assets
amount,
with
yeah.
a
yeah, you
certain
gotta
age.
either have like
100K
like
and
And I
um,
think 25. I think
25K?
25 years
a
old.
major
no,
position
25
in a
years old
company
with a
or-
certain amount of money,
Yeah, a certain
or
amount
a
of
certain
assets.
amount of. I think you should have skin in the game. You shouldn't
Yeah.
be me. Say me. I don't have anything. You know what I mean. I shouldn't be able to vote to take your shit away if you got a lot more than I
yeah,
do.
that's one thing that I always had said is like I don't think that it's fair that like most of the shit
I'm not entitled to anything of
yeah
yours. I
most
don't
of the
believe.
shit that these presidents are like trying to push somewhere down the line obviously it affects us all, but in reality dude, it doesn't matter who's going to be president. It's not going to affect my day-to-day life. I'm still going to have to buy gas regardless of the price. I'm still going to have to, you know what I mean? Everything that we're doing now, we're still going to have to do regardless of whatever price it ends up being. But there are people that like, have millions or are high stake owners in companies or whatever, and the wrong decision could cripple them.
Destroy them. Well, that's why they have the money to pay all these people that go there and lobby for all these different
so like
things.
only
that happen for
specific
them,
people
you know?
should be able to vote on those things because the normal
Absolutely.
everyday man isn't going to be affected by it either way. So why in the hell should they?
Exactly.
Just because you're, and I'm not saying this in a disrespectful way because a lot of people found happiness
No,
in just
yeah.
having a normal average life. But just because you're content with having a normal average life and you're pissed off that this dude gets to have a yacht or a Ferrari doesn't mean you get to take your hatred out and be like, I think that they should
Exactly.
raise taxes on millionaires to 45% every 3 months.
Right? Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
here's my view on it. How can you be content? Even with the I'm living paycheck to paycheck, or however you want to put it. I'm barely getting by. But how can you be content if you have this money, but there's other people out there, homeless? I was just out California, and you should see everybody in the tents. Now,
Oh
I'm
my
not
God,
saying
it's
that's
brutal.
wrong.
Well,
like,
because
no, I'm not-
there's
yeah.
a whole different Me Too movement, and the Me Too movement I'm talking about is like it's been going on forever. I mean, since the olden days, but it's
Since
just
the beginning
only
of time,
it's
yeah.
only
Yeah.
worse now than ever. It's
Right.
like everybody
People are
only
entitled.
worries about themselves.
They're
you know what I mean?
entitled.
I got $1 million. That guy ain't got no money. Get away from my Rolls Royce.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I
They'll
mean?
walk
He ain't,
right over
yeah,
you.
he ain't worried about helping dude out. He's just worried about don't dirty my shit up.
Well, that's because of the welfare system, man. Before we brought in welfare, there actually was people that contributed, and it was a lot more than what they do now. And the reason being is because they think the government's supposed to fork that bill.
And there's a terrible
We did that.
stigmata. There's a bad stigmata on the fact that like most homeless people, if you give them $5, they're gonna go try to find drugs.
Yeah, but that ain't
And
always true.
yeah,
either.
that's what I was gonna say is like there's a good 35%. It's a small percent chance, but there's a good 35-40% chance that like that dude really just wants a fucking burger.
I do it because it's a
Or,
good
or
deed.
whatever. Like he really just
I do it
needs
for
that
There's
me.
been
money.
a lot more homeless people. In
That's
Union
I
Town
always
too,
chalk it
bro.
up to karma.
I do it as
I
a
help
good
them
deed.
out. Yeah, I help
Right.
them out, and I think like whatever you're gonna do with the money is
Yeah,
on you. I
yeah.
did my good deed.
Right.
This is my karma.
If you did need it, then good. I'm glad I helped you out. If you didn't need it, well then enjoy your night and that beer, I guess. You know what I mean? Like,
well, hear me.
but I did it for the right reason.
hear me out for this. I think I have some sort of solution. It might not be the right solution, but I think instead of paying whatever we pay for taxes to the government, 55%, 50%, 30, it varies every location you're in, every state. I say maybe we take a 5% tax, but that goes to whatever charity you choose at the beginning of the year. So instead of going to the government, that 5% goes to the charity that you choose.
Yeah,
or
only
it should be more
problem.
localized. My
Yeah, you can
tax
choose
dollars
whatever. Yeah,
goes to my community. It
yeah,
don't go to
something like
people in
that, where you can
California.
vote with the blockchain. We can
Yeah,
do this.
I don't
Everybody
want.
can.
I don't like
Yeah.
federal taxes. I don't believe that I should have to pay for somebody to have something go down in California. I
Yep.
want to pay my taxes to go down in Fayette County. Roads, bridges, buildings, whatever. I want my money to stay here where I'm
Yeah.
at.
Now there has to be some federal because of
Well,
the
some, yeah, yeah,
military.
yeah.
You have
But
and the
I'd
post
like it to be
office. Like
more
yeah,
localized. That was the
yeah,
problem. We made everything too federal, and we need to bring it back to state and local level.
yeah, exactly.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick.
We need our own show, bro.
We're gonna take a quick
Yeah.
commercial
Wow.
break.
I ain't
We'll be
fucking
right
with
back here in a
Sandy.
little bit.
Yeah, I think we would have a good show.
That stands for My Unique Life Unleashed. I'm from Uniontown, PA. Hell yeah! Okay, hell yeah!
All right, and we're back, and they ain't ready, but that is fine. We're gonna
But
let
we
them.
here.
Yeah, we're gonna let them do their thing.
Do
Me
that
and
thing.
Barclay. Oh, all
What
right.
up, y'all?
So, Trip sticking with us.
Trip.
Cool.
Yo, had to
What
get
up,
my-
dog?
Had to put my goggles on.
You gonna say if you wanna give Jake whatever it is that you guys was planning.
We're good.
Put it to the audience. What do you
Come
think?
into the camera, Jakey.
What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah.
Podcast me and Trips. Put it to the viewer. If y'all are liking kind of what me and him have been talking about, that's kind of the vein of the podcast I would like to have.
Yeah, I'll definitely. If we do something like once a week, or once.
That would be
That's
maybe
usually
even-
what we try to
yeah.
do is once a week.
And we wouldn't have to be live, man. We could film whenever.
We have Thursdays. I think we have Thursdays free. Maybe not. I'm not positive.
Yeah,
on
we
that.
wouldn't have to go live if you wouldn't.
Thursday,
man. We could
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh yeah, we could always
check up current
pre-record 'em.
events, man.
Yeah,
Look
Monday,
up
Tuesday,
shit.
Wednesday's taken.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We can always pre-record a couple.
I'm a
Maybe
Peter
one day
Schiff
do
guy. You like
one
Peter
day do
Schiff?
a couple podcasts, pre-record them for a couple weeks.
Jake,
weeks
Come
out.
back
You
in
like-
the
you
camera
like
for a
Peter Schiff?
second.
Peter Schiff. I followed some of
Perp
Peter
said
Schiff's
day
things.
one.
That's my
What?
dude. He's
Yeah.
one of my favorites, man. Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
poppin', perp?
He definitely has. And he sees what's going on.
He's
Yeah,
been
yeah,
nailing
yeah.
it, man. He keeps
Yeah.
nailing it. And people be laughing at him on TV. And I like the Peter Schiffers right videos on YouTube, man. I love them.
Yeah.
My man's gonna be
Sam,
right
you
again.
getting back in the camera for your
Yeah,
turn?
I don't get too much
I
time.
like the gold back bit or the gold backed cryptos. I
Yeah,
think
gold-backed
at the
crypto,
end of the
yep.
day,
We
them are
appreciate
going to
you,
be
Perp,
the ones that end
always.
up taking off.
Well, not just gold commodity like you were
Right.
talking about, coffee backed, gold backed.
But I think the cryptos that are I think Bitcoin and them that are backed by nothing are going to end up crashing
Perp
eventually.
boy.
I think the ones that
The
are backed
camera
by
up.
gold are going to lead the field
well,
and
that,
take over, and that will be the new. That's going to be the vision that the Bitcoiners
well,
have.
that's what I'm saying too.
But it got to
like,
be backed by
even-
something eventually.
even intellectual property. Like, let's say Kanye West, for example, because I like talking about Kanye because I think he's one of the leaders of our time right now,
Oh yeah,
and I think
people are writing him off as crazy, man, but they don't get the guy. That's the problem.
well, I just think his intellectual property is something worth something. Maybe it's worth $1 million, but you could back that. Let's say okay, Kanye West is backed by $1 million,
but it's actually worth. There's
Yeah,
some.
that's
There's
what I'm
something
saying.
here.
and you have it
It's a
documented down
it's here.
on
Yeah.
on the thing. But that's what I'm saying. Property can be anything.
Or
There's a lot of
anything,
different
dude.
properties.
Anything, yeah. But that's the thing, and I keep telling people about owning
Getting
things
this
on paper.
motherfucker lit,
And that's what
man.
I was telling you about the silver, man. Is there's like 1,000 paper ounces of silver out there per every one actual real one that's out there
Yeah.
Shout
right
out the
now.
motherfucking perp boy.
So if like
get
everybody
out just
would
to see.
take,
Like, your
if
press play.
everybody would take,
Well, it started with Woodrow Wilson, and then
yeah,
who was it?
knucklehead.
Um, who was the
Nixon,
guy Nixon?
he took us
Yeah,
off all the
once he
way.
took us off the gold all the way, that was it. You're
Well, then you had you had old boy from France. You know what I mean? They sent a warship to New York Harbor and took their gold out of the Fed. They're like, "Yo, give us our shit, or
Well, I
we're
think
fucking
that's
y'all up."
yep. That's
like
right
straight
now.
up.
Right now with Russia, they just backed their currency by gold.
Shout
Oh
out
yeah,
MetaZoo.
China's going to be doing it too. They're
China-
both buying it up like
Go
crazy.
get that Bigfoot card.
Yep.
Shout out MetaZoo. Shout out LPA. Shout out Mike Waddell. Shout out fucking everybody that Squanchy. Hashtag make Squanch a partner. Come on now.
That sounds funny. That sounds lit, Loki. Is that his name?
Liddy.
Yeah, Squanchy Slabs Labs on Whatnot. Get on that bitch. If you ain't on Whatnot, you're crazy.
All right, so I got
Everything. Auctions
I
on
got about
shoes,
25.
auctions on watches, auctions on fucking, if you can think of it, they're auctioning that shit on there.
I got about 25 minutes.
And
so
it's live.
5 minutes.
25 minutes. I wish I could stay longer, but I will definitely, if I'm welcome back, make a comeback.
Always.
You know, definitely round 2. Maybe we'll get something going. Maybe a short series here. We could even do a limited series, a seasonal. That's what I think a lot of people aren't thinking of. Seasonal podcasts could be the next big thing.
I'll tie in here too. Ty said, hey, cousin.
Kind of like what I do
Ty
right
said,
now.
hey, cousin.
Shout out to my fam, man.
Check out Luck Over Luck as well.
We
make
love
our,
you, Ty.
We make our football picks.
She's not one of the bald ones, though.
Never that.
saying.
Don't say that.
She's not one of the bald ones.
I know.
though. I have some bald cousins. It's all good. You're blessed, Tyler, in one way. You got some hair.
But yeah, most definitely, I'd love to see you guys do a podcast, whether it be a limited series or, whatever.
Yeah, you
Well-
just can talk your ass.
Well,
off.
that's what I was just saying.
Weekly Fed and market watching.
I have Luck Over Luck. It's a football podcast where we make our picks, our lock picks.
I don't know none of
Where
that.
there's a lot of luck involved, but as long as you do the research and narrow it
Yeah,
down,
you're dumb.
you can really lock in some picks. And that's more of a
She said,
seasonal.
"He ain't lying."
That's more of a seasonal podcast, though, where we're just doing it for the football season.
Yeah.
But that can work for a lot of different industries. But I think people shy out because they think they have to do it the whole year.
Yeah, and the
Or it has
nice
to be
thing about
forever.
those is you can always make those just little plugins to
Yeah.
a regular podcast. Like you could just do a regular podcast and be like, all right, it's time for our NFL segment, or when it's football or baseball season, MLB segment. You can do it however, whatever. That's a nice little thing.
Nick, I can't.
He said, I got some ball.
Make sure y'all really check out Nick with the videos,
Oh,
man.
man, about
We
to
always
jack
shooting
me.
with
We
Nick.
got-
Killing
Big
it.
Sam's always shooting with
We
Nick.
got
So
one
is
coming
Jake.
soon. What's that?
Jacking
What's the song called? We just shot the
We
video.
just
They
shot
was shooting it.
M&Ms
Yeah,
in the
they shot it
motherfucking
last
city
night
of
and
UT,
today. They was
man.
shooting it right before the podcast.
We
And I
turning
got-
up with these vids.
Yeah, and I got to go shoot 2 more down WVU. Catch me down WVU. Catch me down Pittsburgh. I went out Cali. I'm going out New York. I'm going down North Carolina. We global.
He said, I'm a stepper, a big
I'm
stepper.
taking whoever wants to go with me. I got the knowledge.
He said, "Go Eagles, Broncos suck."
Yo, fuck out of here, nigga. And I bet you.
Eagles.
Wait
Super
till I
Oh,
check the
shit.
schedule.
Eagles Bills Super Bowl.
I don't know. Buffalo does got it. I don't know. man.
Drake.
Buffalo is looking nice. I'll give him that.
Maybe Buffalo. The
I
Eagles
wouldn't
are not
mind.
going to
I wouldn't mind Buffalo, bro. I feel
Well,
bad
Eagles
for
are-
them boys. They
Eagles
need
are
a
looking
win.
to get a
They
running
need
back.
it.
Who were they looking at? Some running back they were looking at. I
Deuce
forget.
Staley.
No, they were looking at bringing
You're
actually.
not- Yo, he shot the fuck out.
Man, he was good whenever he played for him. What the fuck?
He was.
Like 20 years ago, but shit.
Yeah, he's,
Don't be a hater, Jake.
He said Deuce Staley.
Yeah.
Like of all the names, dog. Deuce Staley. That's crazy.
I would have said Shady McCoy.
Or him.
Are you serious about the Eagles, though? Take that back before her.
Hell no.
gets all
They
hype in
ain't
the
winning nothing.
comments.
The Eagles ain't winning nothing. What do you mean?
Well, Eagles
I already
have.
said that.
I guess ever since Donovan McNabb, I like the Eagles. I had them in that Super Bowl. They lost. I liked, the Eagles when they, had
Vic.
McCoy, Vic, Shady McCoy from Pitt.
Yeah.
Vic was that. Oh
Yeah, Vic was good. They had a good team. They always had, good teams. They just
What was
always
that?
came
What
up
was the
short.
argument we just
but-
had? We was just having an argument.
Brady and
something to
Vic.
do with Michael Vick. Oh,
Brady
yeah,
and
Brady
Vic.
and Vic.
We need to have a highlight package of
Yo, how
Vic
many-
and just go over it one day.
Yo, listen, we got
Like
some
our
heads in
podcast.
here. Yo, please tell them Brady is better than Vic.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Okay,
no.
but
Not in running. Just
have
not
them
in
have
running.
them switch teams.
Yeah, see,
All-
you're
all you gotta
trying to-
do-
All
you got to
You're
do is
gonna
have them
make
switch teams. That's it.
you're gonna
And
make
then
it a
who's better?
stats competition, and in a stats competition, yes,
Switch teams.
Brady
Who's
wins.
better?
Yes,
If you
Brady
put
wins in a stats competition.
put Brady in the
as far
Falcons
as what
and
they
put
have
Vic
now on
in
paper,
the New England,
yes.
then tell me who's better.
If
Well,
you
I
would have
think-
not
I
put
think you-
Vic in the situation he was in to go to jail and everything, if he wouldn't have went to jail and he would have continued going, and
If he had a
would have
good
been able to
O-line.
continue building an O line around him and everything, that dude would have destroyed the league.
And
Oh yeah.
Vic was an absolute animal.
Oh yeah.
I think another.
Trade them team. That's what I said. Trade them teams. Swap them.
Yeah, but I think you could pick a year or two. I think Vic did
I'm
beat Brady
sorry.
in a couple years. You
Oh,
I'm
pick
sure.
Dude,
You
what
pick
was
up
it?
Vic 04,
2000.
2 or 3.
Yeah,
yeah.
when he hit cover of Madden.
Oh yeah.
the
that
year
was,
prior to that.
yes.
Yeah.
That was when
That
he killed
was
everybody.
he was hands down the great. That was probably one of the greatest seasons a quarterback period ever played in the history of the NFL.
He
I
had
would-
more rushing
I would
yards
say
than
if
his
you
running
take
back.
them and compare their first 5 years, I would take Vic over Brady.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We need to be
and that's the problem is
definitely.
everyone still looks at Brady as
Yeah.
he is a great. I'm not taking anything away from him, but they won't compare quarterbacks that definitely were better than him in a proper light just because certain situations happened that caused them to lose their chance to progress more. Like, Vic went to fucking jail.
Brady
Look
had
at
one of the best
RG3,
O lines in history
Got them
forever.
knees
Yeah.
blew out.
RG3,
He never got
TZ
sacked.
Johnny, like some of these
Pat White.
quarterbacks were
RG3
some
got
of
his
these
leg
Pat
broke.
White, some of these quarterbacks were absolutely unreal, and just whether it been the fame got to them,
They had a
or
shitty situation.
the shitty situation, or they had too much money, didn't know what to do with it, and they fucked their life up. Like things happen. We're all human, but skill. If that skill would have progressed on a natural level like it was supposed to, there's multiple people that would have blew Brady out the fucking water.
Oh yeah.
Brady's
Andrew
just the
Luck.
only guy that was smart enough to keep his head on his shoulders and move the way he was supposed to accordingly. If a lot of other people played that same game, we'd have 10 different Bradys to pick from right now.
Brady also got lucky with, one of the best coaches of all time.
Yeah.
Belichick.
And
Oh,
one of
yeah.
the best
Yeah.
offensive lines
and not only was he
forever.
one of the best,
Good
but
and
kicker.
defense and
one
like
of the best kickers.
His
best
line wasn't
defense,
always
yeah.
great.
and they
though.
cheated, dude.
Yeah,
Brady
his line
barely
wasn't
ever
always
got
great.
I don't
sacked.
think it was always
But
great.
he had a quick release. and that
Brady
helped.
barely ever
We're
got
talking
sacked.
about-
and that's his thing is he made himself.
He barely ever got hurried.
Yeah, he made sure that he was a good passer to the point where he didn't have to worry about any. Thank you, Perp. He's trash. Who cares? But he didn't have to worry about getting sacked or anything because he's not going to rush. He's not planning on rushing. And if he doesn't see, he's one of the few quarterbacks that actually uses this move properly. If he doesn't see somebody within the time he knows he's going to get sacked, he throws it out.
Oh yeah.
You know how many people will try a last minute ditch pass and then
And get picked
interception?
off. Yeah.
And
Kenny
it's like,
Pickett,
dude, you
pick
fucking
six.
idiot.
Kenny
What is
Pickett.
like? You knew what was going on. Just take the sack down. Like, don't let him sack you. I mean, just throw it out. But like, just take that down.
Another
Just eat it.
Another thing is if he didn't have Gronk, I don't think they won as many Super Bowls. as
No,
they did.
Oh,
yeah,
dude,
definitely,
Gronk.
bro.
How many Super Bowls does Gronk have?
I think
Oh,
3.
half of them.
Well, Brady
Three,
has
yeah.
what, 7 rings?
But you got to
Well, one of 'em
remember
was-
how many
well,
people
yeah,
can
actually,
you
no, they
name
have
that he
4.
went with?
Yeah, because he got one down in
The
Yo.
defense,
That-
the
well,
defense
yeah.
won
Are
it
you
a
counting
couple
the one
years.
at the Bucks?
What's good, my
I mean,
bro?
I don't
He
know.
When
said-
they had-
Perp
the one
said
at
he
the
tells
Bucks
the
because that
refs
defense.
Yeah, when
exactly.
their defense
Yeah,
won
the
it a
Bucks
couple
defense
years,
won
bro.
it for them. So
Absolutely.
I don't think I count the Bucks one. They just built a super team.
New England too, though. New England, their defense
I don't know.
won
I
it a
mean,
couple times.
I respected Brady way more after his Super Bowl win in Tampa.
But he had Antonio Brown, one of the greatest receivers
Yeah, but
of
you
all
also
time.
gotta
And
He
realize-
didn't
fucking
even have
Gronk.
him the whole.
Yeah,
he
I was
didn't
gonna
even
And
have
say,
Gronk.
I was gonna
And
say,
the
you
most
got to
important
realize
And he had
as soon
Gronk
as that
again.
went
Yeah.
down, what happened? Gronk was like, "Well, I'll come back just
Sure, fuck
as
yeah.
long as I,
And
la
that
la
defense-
la la la."
As
And
long
then
as Brady's
boom,
my quarterback,
yeah,
I'll be
fucking
back.
dream team comes back together again. Like that's the whole thing with
Yeah.
Brady.
But
is
y'all
once
love
he finds
Kobe and
people.
Shaq.
Here's
No,
what-
but that's what I'm getting. I was just getting ready to say. Once he finds a dream team, He will stick with it to keep them rings going, no matter what anyone says about him. Who
And
gives a
takes
fuck?
pay cuts and everything
Yep.
else.
And
like,
you know who that also sounds like? Fucking LeBron.
I was just gonna say.
I was about to, bro,
LeBron does
he
the
was
same
dead.
shit. He don't give a shit what team he's on. Whenever he first come to the league, yo, it was Cavaliers pride. You know, that's my fucking place. That's where I come from. I need to make sure that I represent that. Bro, as soon as he realized how quick he could really get a ring, that man was hoeing. He said, I go, what, who got the team? Who got, let
Kevin
me go
Durant,
here.
too.
I'll move
And
my
then-
town
yeah,
to South
And
Beach.
then we're going to go from here over to here. And then we're going to go, as long as we get the right team every time, I'm going because that's a ring.
But they took him straight back as soon as he
No.
went back to Cleveland. Open arms.
Cleveland
Come
burned.
back. They burned his
They
jersey
burned his
when
shit
he went
twice.
down. To,
Hold on.
They
hold on,
burned
hold on.
LeBron shit twice.
Zay, my bro, listen to me. I hear you. Brady is good. We all agree he is a great. Please do not say that he's coming back strong because you are about to look. I'm not saying right now you don't because he's still playing. You are about to look like all the Brett Favre fans. Don't do that to yourself, bro. Don't end up being that guy that's like, no, bro, this time when he comes back, he's going to be great. And he fucking muffs it again. And then he retires because he's fucking sad about himself. Then he comes back 2 years later and he muffs it again. Don't do that. He'll be good until he quits, and then he needs to stay quitted.
we're talking about Tom Brady. Though.
Tom
I mean,
Brady right now.
honestly, if we're talking about odds, I want to be Tom Brady. I mean, shit. Do you bet against Tom Brady?
I do not bet against Tom Brady.
Anybody watching? Let me know
I've
if you
learned-
let me know
It all
if you bet
depends on
against that man.
depends on the
I think-
situation.
I've learned my lesson.
I think the Bills are. I'm going with the Bills this year.
Shout out to the Bills defense.
Shout
I've
out
learned
to
my-
Buffalo.
I learned my lesson. I think it was the Atlanta versus the Patriots when Atlanta was up.
Oh
there big.
yeah,
Now, you know-
in the
you know
Super
who
Bowl.
I
I
Yeah,
would've-
bet on Atlanta. I had a bunch of money. And
What?
after
Nigga,
that, though, I
that's
was
tall.
like, yeah.
You know who I definitely would bet against Tom Brady with?
he said
Grady.
Tom Grady.
Tom Brady. Um,
Tom Brady Chiefs.
Tommy McGrady.
the Seahawks when the Legion of Boom was all together.
Russell
Wow.
Wilson.
How about the Seahawks?
The
when they
Legion of
threw
Boom.
it?
I ain't worried about
at
the
the
quarterback.
goal
I'm
line.
Yeah, we're
talking
talking
like
Oh no,
defense.
yeah,
Bro, the Legion
what
of
the fuck,
Boom.
bro.
was
Who was the Legion of Boom?
The Legion of
Boom,
Boom was
yeah.
Was it
Sherman.
Richard
Yeah,
Sherman?
I
I
was
was about
gonna
to
say,
say.
what?
Oh, of course
I
Sherman
thought
was
about
on it.
Richard Sherman, but I wasn't sure.
Sherman's one of the best shit talkers of all time.
Bro, he had one moment.
Nah, he had a
and
couple.
he
What do
looked
you mean?
so fucking stupid.
That
when
was
he
in the
did it,
camera.
too.
Dude,
Like a
he
kid, G.
be talking mad shit on the fucking
He
on the
sounded
field,
sick,
they,
yo.
yeah.
but they was
Everybody be saying that he be talking
I
shit.
mean,
but
on
I
they
the
was
felt the moment.
unreal.
Oh, he didn't give a fuck.
They
Oh,
were
he was-
amazing.
He was mad as
They
shit.
did kill the Broncos like 43 to something in the Super Bowl. I was.
Shit.
That's what I'm
hot.
saying. That I would take that
Hot.
Seahawks against any Tom Brady team any day.
What about when the Seahawks
Or
threw it at
the
the goal
03,
line?
or like
How about
the
when the
02,
Seahawks changed their
03
jerseys to that
Falcons.
lime green? That shit was hard, though.
I think the
That lime green
Seahawks. I
tight.
think the Seahawks might make the playoffs this year. Geno Smith is looking good. They wrote him off, but like he said, he didn't write back. I
We
don't
need
know
to
if you
fire
saw
our
that.
fucking offensive coordinator. That's all I know.
The Steelers
My
need
man
to
needs
just
to
start
be
the fuck
fired.
over.
No, we
Oh
need to
my
fire.
God, man.
We need to
Like-
fire the offensive coordinator. We
Yep.
need to get a secondary.
Yep.
We need to get a defense. Well, a whole defense. We need to
Half the
re-overhaul that
defense.
motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm
I'd say half
very
the defense.
sad
We have
about-
pieces. Yeah,
half,
we have.
half. Okay,
we
I'll
have
give you
three-
half.
I'm very
I think-
sad about
I think
not
we have-
having like
We have
We're
a
four-
home
fucked.
team
we have
that I'm
four
proud
solid
to root
pieces.
for.
Mm,
Like,
I
I
be-
won't.
You build
I
around
be getting
Minka,
like that too.
I
Dog.
won't.
Yeah,
But
like fuck,
Alex
man, the
Highsmith,
Broncos
Yeah,
Josh
are
once upon a
ass.
time they was
build around
fire.
those
Once
guys
upon a
now.
time the Steelers were fire. Now they're just
garbage.
terrible.
I ain't
We're
never liked
rebuilding.
the
That's
Steelers.
why.
That's why I went from the Falcons
Tomlin
to
rode Coach Cowher's team too
Seahawks
long, and now we're in trouble.
to a little bit of
We shoulda had a
Washington
quarterback
whenever
a
they
couple years
first got
ago.
was it Washington?
You should have
No.
been under
it
Ben
wasn't.
learning
Yeah,
away.
yeah, it was
Well, I
Washington.
actually have
Whenever
some
they got
Pickett and
RG3,
Pickett shirts.
Like
so
I
if
was
it
bouncing
comes
around
out,
to like these
let's
fire
go on.
quarterbacks,
Some
but
picket shirts. Get
What
them
you
now.
saying?
Get
RG3
him
went
now.
to jail earlier.
no, I was just saying that like he
RG3
also
got
was
his
an
leg
amazing
I was
fucking
about to
broke.
say
quarterback.
they blew that boy's
Yeah.
knees loose.
No, I was
Like
just
that
saying that
broke
he's
off.
a quarterback that like should have been way better than Tom Brady if something unfortunate wouldn't have happened. to him.
RG3 and Joe Theismann both got
It's the same.
wicked
It's the
fucking
same
knee
thing.
injuries,
It's
yo.
the same thing as Derrick
they
Rose.
both played
You
for
know what I mean? If
Washington.
Derrick
Hey,
Rose,
that wild.
if
But
Derrick
D. Rose
Rose
was
wouldn't have,
nasty.
yeah,
Alex
but hear
Smith
me out.
almost
If
died,
Derrick
yeah.
Rose wouldn't have had as bad as a
He threw his
knee as
leg
he
out.
did
Oh,
and kept fucking his shit up,
The Joe Theismann
It wouldn't have
one,
been a
horrible
who's
one.
better, LeBron
Lawrence Taylor
or
did
Mike
that shit.
Jordan. It would
Yep.
have been Derrick Rose.
Hell no.
What?
No
Derrick Rose-
agreeing,
no,
man.
Derrick
Rose is
Over
nowhere
who?
near
Michael Jordan?
over
No,
LeBron
no,
James.
No, listen to me.
Close.
That's
It's
I
close.
said,
Fuck,
I
bro.
said if his knees were better than they were, and he would have never blew his knees out, and he would have stayed on the same level of intensity that he was, we wouldn't have the who's better, Mike Jordan or LeBron conversation. It would be Mike Jordan or Derrick Rose. I'm not saying that he is absolutely better than him. I'm saying that that boy came in and won MVP and blew everybody out the fucking water with stats. And if he would
Let
have been
us-
able to keep that same intensity, and he would only get better. You don't get it. That was what, his first, second year in the league, and he took MVP. Bro, you're only gonna get better. You're playing with people way higher than your caliber, and you're keeping up to them and doing better. The only thing you can do is progress at that point.
I think if Shaq stayed in Orlando and
How do
Penny
you honestly
and Penny
feel about
didn't
that?
get hurt,
Well,
that
Derrick-
you wouldn't have heard
I
too
have a
much
s-
about Kobe
I have a
because
slight
Shaq
bias.
and them.
I have
If
a
Derrick
slight bias,
Rose's
you
knees
know.
weren't blown out, that it wouldn't be LeBron and Michael Jordan
I
talking.
think he would be in the conversation. I would say.
I don't think it should be LeBron and Michael.
No,
let
I
us
would
know
say-
something in the comments. Drop a comment. Let us know how you feel about this.
I would put Kobe
so listen,
above
if he didn't go
LeBron.
out, I think they would have got a ring in Chicago, at least one. And I'd say he would have been in the conversation.
because he's not a LeBron James. He can't carry the team.
But I'm
bro.
saying they picked up a team that year he was injured.
Oh,
They
yeah,
had-
yeah,
they
dude.
were-
They
yeah,
had
they
they
did.
had
They
Joakim
had a
Noah.
good
They
team.
did.
They
I
had
remember
Lou
that.
Aldang.
Taj
They
Gibson
had
and
I
all
think
that.
they
Taj
would have won it
Gibson.
that
They
year if
had
they
Nate
hadn't, is what I'm
Nate
saying.
Robinson.
And he would be
Wasn't
in the
it? Didn't
I
they
mean,
have
that
Nate
was. I
Robinson,
mean,
I'm pretty
honestly,
sure?
that's a mediocre team with
I
the
guess you're
Derrick
right.
Rose.
We are talking LeBron.
But-
We're
James.
talking about LeBron.
And we're talking about
James,
Michael
dog.
Jordan.
Come
Yeah,
on,
but
bro.
that's
I
We're
hate
not going to see
LeBron,
one
too.
for another. Maybe his son.
But
That
Yeah,
this is
we're-
my
next-
point though.
yeah.
This is my point though. How many years did LeBron James get to be LeBron James? When LeBron James first come into the league and it was his first couple years, everyone was saying the same thing about him that they said about Derrick Rose. So if Derrick Rose would have gotten the same amount of time to progress, you know what I mean? It's that's like saying you got two car drivers, they both started, they both took first place, and then one of them ends up breaking their legs, can never race again. The other one ends up becoming a world champion years and years
Well,
in
I
a row.
mean-
You can't say the other dude wouldn't have done that.
But there was
They
a
both
lot
had
of
the same
I don't know.
outcome. The same years that they were playing, like let's say 3 years in, from year 1 to year 3, their stats were rivaled. No, they didn't play necessarily same exact time and all that, but like if you'd have took the first 3 years of both players, their stats are rivaled. So how can you say that one went to do something and the other one wouldn't have went to do something,
Yeah,
not
because-
knowing how he would have progressed?
Yeah, we
'Cause
can
I don't
only
feel like-
speak, I guess, on what happened.
speculation.
Yeah, on speculation.
I don't feel like we could
Man,
even
I
make a
don't know.
median out of
Yeah, it's
3
hard to
years,
say.
though. You feel what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm
We're
saying.
talking about long career. How long has LeBron been in the league?
Since like 02, 03.
Yeah.
He's been in the league for
thing-
20 years. He's been the fucking shit.
The
for
thing
10 at
about it
least,
is though, is
bro.
whenever
Minimum.
LeBron came into the league, you got to remember that was
That's
the
what I'm
height.
saying. No, I think
That was the height of certain guys. Like that
Yeah.
was whenever
he
you know
came in at the-
Kobe and Shaq and them were at their peak, and
He
that
did,
was
he
whenever like Dwayne Wade and them were hitting their stride. That was whenever I think Vince Carter was at his peak.
Now we have to wait
Kobe.
a couple
Now
years. till we
Kobe
have
Bryant's
another-
better than
Yeah.
LeBron James. We can say
nah,
that.
I
Oh
would
yeah, see
definitely
that
put that
was
up
another
there.
thing
That
I was
is
gonna
allowed.
say.
That is
That was
agree.
another thing I was gonna say is like there are people that definitely should be in the conversation. Like it should never just be the LeBron and Michael thing, because there are
I'm putting
a
Larry
couple players.
Bird
I mean, you
Dude,
can't.
above fucking LeBron.
You can't.
I'm
take
not
that
gonna
from
say
him,
I'm
though.
not
You know
gonna
what I
say
mean?
this in the sense of rings and all that, but I'm gonna say in the sense of like how the player played. Like, because I can never say that one player is better than another player because one player has more rings. I can't say that because
Yeah, that's
sometimes a
hard,
team
dude.
will carry you. Sometimes you could be amazing, but you also had an amazing team. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
There are
facts.
certain
You know, bench
situations.
players get rings too.
Yeah.
Literally.
So
Well, I
like
mean, look at guys
the
like
Tracy
whole
Rodman.
team
McGrady.
gets a ring.
Look at guys like Rodman.
Tracy
though.
McGrady,
Like
Tracy-
Rodman.
T-Mac.
What? What are you saying?
amazing.
Oh,
Rodman.
I was
get-
about to say you're acting crazy.
No, but I'm just saying,
now.
like people like
No,
Allen
Tracy
Iverson and
McGrady
Tracy
was-
McGrady should
they're-
definitely be in one of the like they're one of the greats conversations.
that
But
time, I
you
would
never,
say.
yeah, but you
The
never
very-
hear about those people. They're not in the is he as good as LeBron conversation? And they
Iverson-
were. They
Iverson
definitely
definitely gets
fucking were. If
shortchanged.
you, yeah, you know what I mean. Like if you put their prime up against some of these people's primes, bro, fuck, you got a match, man. That's a
Iverson
match.
had some of the best handles I've ever seen.
The only thing that LeBron gets a lot of those people on is his height.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He is
he's
just
power.
so big.
He's
He's
power,
just so big.
He's quick,
he's-
fast, and strong.
Yeah.
Like, what more? But that's like Shaq. That was what I was saying about Shaq whenever he came out in Orlando. People forget how athletic and that dude used to run full court. Like he he would drive from the outside and shit. He didn't start doing that under the paint, under the hoop shit until he started getting fat and fucking in LA.
Bad knees.
But look, hear me out, right?
You know what I mean? If he'd have stayed in Orlando and Penny didn't get hurt, I'm not sure you would have heard that Kobe wouldn't be nowhere near talked about the way that he is right now. It would be Penny. It would be Penny Hardaway.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
that's
Penny's-
another one.
He's not
Penny-
he's not very relevant in the GOAT category. 'cause
That
that's
was
what we're
because he got
discussing,
hurt.
right or wrong,
Well, he
like-
got hurt and Shaq left. If Shaq would have stayed and Penny didn't get hurt, that would have been the Lakers. The Lakers wouldn't have happened. It would have been Orlando.
Yeah.
There wouldn't have been the
But I
Kobe
still-
and Shaq era. It would have been
I
Penny
still
and
think
Shaq.
Kobe could have
I
got
don't know
there.
Another
about
one.
that.
Another one.
Kobe could
Carmelo
have definitely
Anthony.
got
That,
there,
my boy.
but it would have took
Carmelo
longer,
Anthony's another one.
and he wouldn't had as many.
No, see, now that's what I was saying, bro. Like, AI, Tracy McGrady, Carmelo Anthony.
Hey, I
Yeah.
definitely don't get the
Right?
the-
So, like, listen, hear me out.
Carmelo
They
though was a
can't be
flop,
in a GOAT
man.
discussion
not a
because,
flop,
bro,
but
like,
You can't put
Hey,
let's be
Carmelo
real.
in the GOAT.
LeBron ain't never carried a bum team to the motherfucking ship, bro. Like,
Like twice.
He
you know what I'm
carried
saying?
it.
Come on, we can't. Like,
Allen
I
Iverson.
understand
Allen
that.
Not
Iverson
say that,
took.
like one person can't really do it because he really can. It's just
Yeah,
Iverson
but that's
did
purely
pretty much.
because of his size.
AI did it on his
Agreed,
own.
100%. But like, I
He
mean,
was
that's
6'1".
Well,
That's
that's
what it-
yeah.
all-
It comes
all
down to
reality.
that.
That's what it boils down
It
to.
comes
is like
down to
being
who
a
you
big
could.
body,
If
bro.
it well, it comes down to if you could take that player and put him on any team and win. I think you
Well,
got to
I
have
can't-
Jordan there.
facts.
I say Jordan number one, and then
Yeah.
LeBron. It just and then Kobe. It just that's where it's at.
I-
I think Kobe. There's some teams he wouldn't have made it with, but I think he would have made it with 28 out of the 30 teams or whatever. And
I agree with
Yeah.
that, bro. And I
You know
hate
what
to
I'm
say
saying?
that, but I
Yeah.
do. I agree. Just because, like, I mean, honestly, any team.
Yeah, you have
I
to
couldn't
think any
really
team.
picture
That's how
LeBron
you
losing,
think though
dog.
of the GOAT.
Not, and
You know
I
what I'm
hate
saying?
LeBron
Yeah,
James, dog.
yeah.
I cannot stand him. I love Kevin
No,
Durant.
I mean, I'm always about
Me
giving
too.
people their
I would
flowers
say
when they're
KD's
due.
number
But
4 or
yeah, I'm gonna
5,
say
you know.
LeBron's he's really an animal though. But as far as like GOAT discussions, nobody else is comparing him to even be relevant. You feel me? How old is he now?
Who?
LeBron.
Oh,
40?
fuck, what 38? And I
38.
don't
I'm gonna say
think
he's getting up to about
close
40.
to 40.
he's a little
He's
older
still
than
out
me.
there jamming,
Yeah.
doing crazy shit, bro. I feel like it's just.
You got to remember, he came out of high school too, man. It ain't. He didn't go.
I think he was one of the
so
last
did
ones to
Kobe.
really come out of high
Him and
school.
Melo
Mhm.
too, I think.
Melo
Yeah,
came out of
they-
high
yeah,
school.
they won the
Kobe
last-
came out of high school. I think Vince Carter. No, Tracy
Carmelo
McGrady came out of high school.
Carmelo Anthony is a perfect example though, because we're talking about like the big body.
He was kind
Carmelo's
of a
a big
flop,
boy.
though,
He's
bro.
a flop.
He flopped.
Bro. He's
I'm
not
not.
it.
He ain't what he should have
You
been.
know what I
he,
mean?
he
Like,
was supposed to be a lot
He
more
had
than what he
more
ended up
hype
being.
than he had skill. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I
honesty.
don't think it was skill.
Carmelo
should've
was
been a lot
good. He
better.
was, but he had more hype than he honestly had
Yeah,
skills.
he
I
should've
think
been
so, I
better.
really feel.
He was good.
The way he
from
was
the three,
hyped up,
he
he
had
was
a
like
good
the
jump
second
shot.
coming,
Yeah.
and he didn't do anything.
Vince
But-
Carter too. Did Vince Carter
Vince
get a ring?
Carter was my fucking
I
I
dude.
think he might be one of those people.
Vince
that-
Carter was under. He was.
I
he
think
got
Carmelo
one.
might have been one of those people that like he let the money and shit get to his head.
That's
didn't
exactly,
train
yeah.
as
I'm
much.
I'm gonna say,
or
what's the
whatever.
highest he dropped? I think I remember like he dropped like 53 on somebody.
Do you
He played for
guys
the
remember
Knicks.
when Vince
But
Carter
that's what
and
I'm saying.
Tracy
Derrick
McGrady
Rose
were
had those
together?
games too, where he's dropping 50.
Do you guys
Mhm.
remember when
Yeah.
Vince
Yeah.
Carter and T Mac were together in fucking
Yeah.
Toronto?
I actually didn't know.
That was great. That was great TV. I couldn't wait for them games.
I feel like Vince Carter's overhyped too.
Vince
And
Carter-
That's just
nah.
me being honest.
Vince
I mean,
Carter's
don't
always
shoot the
been-
messenger.
He's always been one of my favorites, and I don't know why. Watching that dude,
He's a Blake.
his
he's
game-
a Blake Griffin.
just watching it
enough.
was fun. It was just fun to watch.
Baby,
See, I thought
Blake
Blake
Griffin.
was gonna be like LeBron, but he
One
didn't
dunk.
work
Vince
out.
Carter is
One
just fun to
dunk,
watch,
bro.
yeah.
All it takes is one crazy ass dunk or highlight play, and now
Oh,
he's
God.
just up. The hype's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
gotta-
media though and shit.
Nah, but Vince did it over and over and over again. Like he would dunk over fucking 7-foot guys in All-Star games, and then he would, you know what I mean? He'd do 350 or
I
360
know Vince Carter
windmills and
for,
like.
obviously.
I
the
mean,
elbow
Vince
and
did
shit, like, you know.
ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, he would jam it and fucking hang in the rim like that in his armpit. I mean, he would do that live in game. Like that wasn't just whenever. Like he would do
That's
it in
what
the
I
middle of the
liked
game.
about some of the old school players. Is
Yeah,
they were
would
like
break out wild shit
raw.
right in the middle of the game. Like Lambeer and him. I love the old like the early '90s fucking bad boy team, bro. Because that's the thing. If you would transport like guys from today back then, you know what I mean? Jordan literally had to change his workout regimen to get bigger and stronger to go against these fucking guys because they beat the crap out of him all the time.
But they say he had no competition. Do you hear this, man?
No, I'm saying
Here we
I'm
are.
saying if you would drop the guys in today to be flopping like fuck, back then, the rules back then, bro, it was a lot more like street ball. Now you might as well put a fucking skirt on them.
Yeah,
like,
and I also think the referees.
back then you got
yeah.
elbowed and
Keep going, Grab.
You know, the referees, they definitely
they let more
play-
go.
Yeah, they let more go. The players started to get more influence.
Facts.
Back in the day, Shaq- when
the
Shaq
players
threw an elbow,
nowadays are
Shaq-
actors and
Yeah,
shit.
they
dog.
got
Shaq threw an
influence.
elbow back in the day, and he would damn near knock you the fuck out.
They were
You know?
dirty back then, definitely.
Oh,
Facts.
yo,
All right, boys, I gotta get out of here though. All my bunch of bullshitters. I
All
gotta
right,
get out
bro.
of here.
bullshitter.
My bunch of bullshitters. Thanks for tuning in. Trip Six Flicks here. I'm gonna be back. Go check out Trip Six Flicks on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Go check out rosegoldwater.com, Rose Gold Water on
Let's
Instagram.
go.
And also go check out Lock Over Luck to get all your football picks every week.
Hey, go check out Poison,
Happy you were
man, by
able
the
to kick it
Sandman
with
and
us
Day
for a
One
little
Jake.
while.
Yeah.
Good to kick it. Good to kick
You want to
it.
take a quick break, so we can quick little ad break
The ad
if you
break.
can.
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll
if
run
not,
back.
it's cool.
Yeah, we'll run back to these ads.
I just
All right, we're gonna take another
grab
quick
my
ad break.
camera.
Shirt off my
After-
back, dog.
After you heard me say,
My name's Lulu. That stands for my unique life unleashed. I'm from Uniontown, PA. Hell yeah! Okay, hell yeah!
All right, we back. We still haggling.
we ready.
Yo, see, man, Trip
We
Six told y'all he was giving
ready.
something away, man.
We ready.
Shout out to the boy.
Shout out Griff,
Yeah, I wanted the bottle.
watching on 2 systems. Every TV in the house.
Every TV in the house is on the back doors, burning the crack of dawn. Chill.
Yeah, man. So, anyways, back to what I was saying.
What? What? Yeah.
Hel-
What is wrong
Hello.
with you?
Anyways,
What?
thanks for coming out, man. Shout out to that nigga Nick, man.
Yeah.
My videographer, he's the motherfucking man for real.
With my new merch.
My boy said 500 a vid, man.
my
Holla
new
at him.
merch.
Holla at him. Rose Gold Water.
Yes, it's gonna
That was a heated
be
argument.
interested in that.
That was a heated debate.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. Thank you again.
It was good.
Be safe. Nah, you'll be good.
Later. So,
So-
guys, the three amigos.
Oh, dude, I was just gonna say that. That's funny. That's
Think
funny.
alike,
This
bro.
guy.
That's
This
cool.
fucking guy.
Think alike, man.
Hola, amigo.
Is that Spanish?
Probably.
Okay. Anyways, man, let's hear it, Jesse. Wait? I think I play you this week in fantasy, actually, if I'm not mistaken.
I hope someone will beat that ass.
Doubt
boy.
it.
Oh yeah, all my dudes are back from being all fucked up. That's the only reason why I lost those first couple weeks.
I really am playing Jesse this week. Let's go. So, man, I'm on a 2-game win streak right now. You already
Yeah.
know I'm thugging.
I feel bad for you.
I'm not gonna lose. I think I'm not projected to win, but
Yeah, I'm projected to win.
I'm gonna take my boy Javon Williams out.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I gotta move one person.
Barclay, you should have joined our league, bub.
Yeah, I'm not the best at that type of thing.
You said, "Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pass."
Not the best. Not the best.
It is what it is, man. I came back on my boy Davy Jones on Monday, man. Travis Kelsey scored me like 30-some points, yo. I needed 20. Let's go. Let's go. We ain't losing, man. Yo, man, if y'all motherfuckers is watching and y'all's running Xbox, man, make sure you fucking with your boy Sandy
Right.
Wexler, man. XX Lord Sand XX.
The only way you're gonna beat
557.
me is because one of my tight ends has a fucking bye week.
Let's go.
But that
You know
shouldn't
it's
matter
Sandy,
because I'm
nigga.
still projected to beat you.
And that's why I said you were definitely projected by like 27 points.
I got
was
140,
17, I think.
140 to 113. So almost 30 points.
It's about 27.
Yeah.
It's all good, bro, because I overcome the odds at all times, man. And that's just how the ball rolls.
This man's gonna catch an ass beating. And yes,
Psych.
Lord Sand.
Yeah, but make sure y'all's fucking with me, man. We got videos on the way. Day one, Jake, Lord Sand, Sandy Wexler. No, it's XX Lord Sand XX 557.
But yeah, so again, for anyone just tuning in, we're gonna start doing little stuff around here as a card shop. We're gonna try to get some people in here playing games. So if you and any of your buddies just want a place to come play some card games, don't have a place to just hang out, stop down a bunch of bull.
Slide through, man.
We're gonna start having cards on the shelves for sale. Might start selling singles and stuff. I'm not
Bunch of
positive what all I'm
bull.
gonna do yet. But I just want to see what all the community's into first before I start buying boxes of things.
Let us know, man. Give us feedback with that shit. Y'all's fucking with the cards.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Comments, messages, however you want to get to me.
Man, we here and we lit. And seriously, come down and fuck with Bunch of Bull Studios, man. We got sessions available for you. Contact me or Jesse. We'll get you in the studio. $50 an hour. Let's
Damn,
go,
you
man.
ain't
Let's
even
make
gonna
these
plug
hits.
your mans in?
Yeah, my boy Barclay.
Jay.
Oh yeah, my bad. How rude of me.
What a dick.
Also, contact Product on the Beat, man. If y'all want them fire mixes, come fuck with us, dog. We get you right. And Barclay be here too.
Yeah. So if
He's
you
funny.
hit my shit up, I can get you hooked up with a fucking session too. Like I'm not chopped liver. I'm on Facebook and all that other crap too.
Shout out to
Justin
Barclay.
That's it.
Justin.
But yeah,
That's it.
so for a little while, guys, we'll be rotating people out. Usually it's going to either be both of these, one of these guys. They're
Yeah.
going to kind of be filling in for now. Bear with us. We'll still make it fun and entertaining for you guys.
Me for sure,
And,
because I'm fucking pretty.
I appreciate you guys for coming and hanging out with us tonight. We'll see you guys next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern.
6
Stay
o'clock
black,
Pacific,
man. We love
maybe.
y'all.